Russia. My name is Konstantin, and this is welcome to my kitchen. I was going to do a live stream outside, like a walking tour. Unfortunately, things are not well in downtown Moscow, and there's action right now, so to speak. And people with cameras filming, with cell phones filming, they're targeted. I did take a drive earlier today and kind of saw what was going on in Moscow. Very tense. Very, very tense. In the places where I was going to live stream, again, this is just a regular live stream, just not safe. Not safe. Today, I would like my moderators to send me email with information whether you can see me and hear me well, because that's important. I am shutting down live stream chat for 1 hour because I want to concentrate on delivering my message to you, on what I have to tell you, on how clear I can speak. I don't want to be interrupted by messages, by super chats. Very thankful for super chats. So that's going to be hour 1. Hour 2, I will turn on the chat and I will spend a great deal interacting with you, answering comments, questions. I love doing that. And Saturday was usually the only day that I used to live stream, and now I live stream every day, and it's for 1 hour, but on Saturday that's 2 hours. Lorna is saying that all good, seeing and hearing me well. That's wonderful. That's absolutely wonderful. This is almost an anniversary today. A real bad anniversary. In a few days, on the 24th, it'll be 1 month since the start of special military operation. I keep on calling this thing special military operation because I am following what our government has to say and how the government calls this thing, okay? This is not, well, let's put it this way. I hope and pray that you can all read between the lines and you live in the countries where you can call things their real names. But here in Russia, this thing is called special military operation, and I'm calling it. If I don't comply, I might be facing charges and up to 15 years in Russian prisons. Not the most pleasant place. So, 1 month. Basically, let me just tell you a little bit about what I'm going to be covered in the stream. I'm not going to give you precise news, who else left Russia, who else announced leaving Russia, what kind of sanctions, more sanctions have been placed upon Russia. And those daily news, they're not as important as what I'm going to tell you today. I'm going to share with you, in general, what is the feel in the country right now. How this past 30 days have been taken by Russian people. How their lives have changed over the 30 days. How do they treating this operation? How have they adapted to this new reality, or they haven't? Do they agree with what government has to say, or they don't? This is kind of things that I would like to talk more about it, and this is why I turned off the chat and the live stream. So let me just deliver the message, and please hear out what I have to say, this past 30 days, I won't say 30 days, but it's just a few days, like 27, 28 days. I'll just, generalize 30 days, month. This past month has been difficult, very difficult. It's been difficult physically, and it's been 100 times more difficult mentally to me and to people all around me, to all people who I know. And it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what opinion people have on this thing. Everyone's has been taking it very, very hard. I have yet to see one Russian person who's been unaffected. Okay, so it's been physically a very tough month because you know how difficult it is to stream every single day at midnight or at 11 p.m. Saturdays is 10 p.m. for me, but every other day used to be midnight because I try to keep 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time in the United States. Since you changed your summertime, switched to summertime mode, then I start at 11 p.m. and I stream for 1 hour every single day, no matter what. And it's very physically demanding. I'm not complaining, I'm just telling you, okay? I would like to thank you people who are helping me in this thing. And it's as physically demanding for them, perhaps even more, as to me, because they are keeping my back safe. My wonderful team of moderators, the HQ, Lorna, Mommy, and Robert Bates, and the new mods that recently joined, Bob S., Harry Potter, and Julie F., Pinball, and Yarn Prepper. Not missing anyone, am I? Bob S., Harry Potter, and Julie F., Pinball, Yarn Prepper. These people show up for me every single day. They feel for me. They feel for my safety. As if they have been my family all my life. Okay, this is their attitude. People I haven't met personally face to face once, and they keep on showing up. They keep on showing their support, and not just telling me support, but showing by doing real things. And I would like to give you a virtual round of applause to my moderators, and I am thanking you very much for what you've done for me this past months and generally. Thank you so much. And we don't have chat today, so I'm hoping that all of you have taken a good cup of coffee or a tea or something like that, and you just kicking back, relaxing, and watching me on screen instead of just looking at the chat, looking for the trolls, and banning them and deleting the messages. Please enjoy. I wish this is over soon. I hope and I pray that this will be over very soon. So therefore we don't have to do it every day. If you ask me how much I want to stream, I will tell you 2, 3 times a week, perhaps a couple times on the weekends and once on the weekday. And I want my streams to be walking around Moscow, showing you things, wonderful things, legendary sights this city has to offer. Being outside in a nice weather, playing with Michael, with the girls, my wife, going out eating, having food, street food, doing wonderful things. This is what I have always wanted for my streams. I wanted to share with you the good times that I have in the city. I keep on asking myself if I can go back to those times after what has happened. I am thinking about what I am going to do, what kind of videos I'm going to be filming on this channel after this is over. And it's going to be over one way or another, soon. Going and showing you how wonderful Russia is, I don't know. I'm not sure about that. I'm having doubts. I just don't know what to do after. Slava of Russian Plus, in quite some time, he had a first message, community post, and he asked himself same question. We are thinking very much alike. He said that he doesn't know what he's gonna continue his Russian Plus channel about. I'm here with you, brother. I'm asking myself same question. What inside Russia? I am inside Russia, all right, but what kind of Russia it's gonna be? Anyway, back to the point. There are quite a few people, many huge amount of people started watching my streams, and on a few occasions we had 3,800 people, which is absolutely incredible. You've got to understand, I'm a small potatoes YouTuber. I'm not a huge blogger or anything like that. In September, I had a live stream celebrating 3,000 subscribers. The usual suspects, people who followed me, about a core of subscribers, about 30, 40 people were there celebrating with me. I was right next to Kremlin, everything was wonderful, but so you understand, I'm not a huge full-time YouTuber. This is my hobby. It has been in the past 2 years. I have a daytime job, but lately everything's changed. Right now, I think it's around 30,000 subscribers on my channel. I can't even comprehend this number because it's growing every day. I get like a few thousand subscribers every day. This is crazy. I'm yet to realize that. For the new people who joined in the recent week or weeks, let me introduce you since I have a little bit more time. My name is Konstantin, and I was born and raised in the USSR, and I tasted the bitter taste of totalitarianism. Anyway, I think you got what I mean. The bad stuff. I clearly remember the day when Soviet Union fell apart. 21st of August 1991. I remember everything that I did in that day, and it's a huge celebration. New country was born, Russia. And that country has been pretty decent, pretty good for 32 years. A new country was born not too long ago, about a month ago, and it's evolving right in front of my eyes, and I am looking at this whole thing and I am shocked and terrified. This is why I go live and stream and give my word out to you every single night, informing of what's going on. Anyway, I was born and raised in the USSR, then I finished high school, went to college here in Russia. Then at age of 20, I had a chance to move to the United States to go to school there, and I ended up spending 9 years in the USA, a little over 9 years. Finished school, I had career going, I was in hospitality business. I was pretty successful for a 29-year-old kid, almost 29-year-old kid. I had a wife, we had a couple kids. At 29, I was faced with a big decision to make. What to do next with my life. And I decided to move to Russia. Initially, I thought I would move for a few years and then I would decide. I ended up moving here for almost 20 years now. I made an entire video with details of why I left the USA and moved to Russia. I did not regret that decision once until February 24th of this year. I can't even say that I regret moving to Russia because so many good things happened to me here. Unfortunately, I got divorced. My 2 kids live in Maine, and I married again a long time after. We have 3 more kids, 2 girls and a boy. And my life here in Russia was absolutely great. I loved it. I loved the country. I loved the environment. I loved the culture, everything. You know, I have had a very good job. I'm an executive in a large energy facility construction company. We have ties with Ukraine. A few people who founded the company originally came from Ukraine. Been to Ukraine many times. We had offices in Kazakhstan, in Ukraine. So I had it made. My values are God, freedom, family, and hard work. So I'm a pretty conservative guy. Everything was fine until the February 24th. And now I don't really know what's going on. I am amazed, I'm terrified, I'm a little depressed, have tons of bad feelings and emotions inside of me, and you have been here with me. If you follow my streams, you followed me. You know how I feel because I share quite a bit, quite often. This is just, if you're not familiar with who I am and what my background is, there's some information for you. Now, the main message of this first part of my stream. What the hell has been happening inside Russia in the past 30 days? Now, retrospectively, I would like to tell you that, first of all, no one expected what happened on the 24th of February. I myself still feel pretty ashamed because I had been telling everyone out there who watched my videos that Russia would not start what it started. That Russia would never bomb Ukraine, that no special operation, any other action would be taken against Ukraine because it just did not make any sense whatsoever. I don't need intel for that. I didn't not need intel because I've been to Ukraine so many times and I spoke to Ukrainians on weekly basis. I've been before Maidan, before 2014, I've been a few times after 2014. I know Ukraine very well, okay? And it didn't make any sense whatsoever. It didn't, just crazy. And I kept on saying that in YouTube, in my videos. You still can, if you go to my community section, you will see pictures, my community posts saying, oh, Russia is bringing the troops back, Russia's not gonna attack or anything like that. I'm not taking down those posts, records, because I want everyone to see. I'm not hiding anything, okay? I really felt I was very sincere at that time. It's just crazy. I'm ashamed and want everyone to see how foolish I was. So, no one expected what happened on the 24th. I woke up, tons of messages in my WhatsApp. I use it for work, but like 100 plus. Russia bombing Ukraine. I was like, that's fake. Can't be. It's impossible. I go downstairs, first floor in my house, and Natasha is nearly crying. And I saw that in that moment, I saw that something was terribly wrong. Turned on TV. Ooh, Vladimir Putin addressing me. I'm a Russian citizen, all Russian citizens, saying that Russia started special military operation against Ukraine. What? Well, had to. Was forced. dear citizens, please understand, we don't want that, but we were forced. Well, first, not we, but you, because that's one person who made the decision. And I think he even said that he made the decision. So, you see, Russia was forced. What can I say? I know. I really know. I don't have to read news. I don't have to read Russian news, Ukrainian news. I know Ukrainians. I've been to the country. I won't even go there. So I knew the very same second what was going on. Now, what followed was shocking. 2 days I couldn't do anything. I pulled out the camera right after the Vladimir Putin stopped talking to us. I pulled out the camera, I set it up in front of a table, and I made a video. Well, I named it a certain way, and the video was pretty direct, pretty angry, and pretty harsh. And I think quite a few of them saw that video, but many who joined me recently, you didn't, because I took it down. A few days after I made it, they passed a law that says that if a person contradicts the official party line, the official information from the party, that person is a subject to up to 15 years in prison. Nice. Very nice. I mean, where did that come from? Okay. Since when we cannot have our own opinions? Since when we cannot say freely? Well, since late February. Okay. So, I made a video. In that video, I'll be honest with you, I cried. I don't ever cry. I'm a big guy. I'm a 45-year-old man, scary looking, with a beard. And trust me, I've been in so many situations that are scary. I'm never scared. But this is just, the whole thing is breaking my heart. I didn't cry like a baby, but my eyes were wet, That day, I went live and I made a decision to make lives daily to inform you on what's going on. Again, my first lives were very open. I was naming things as they are. And, I was pretty angry and pretty direct. I took down those lives because now they can get me in trouble. Big trouble. So, first couple days was complete denial. Complete denial. Shock. I couldn't speak to anyone. I couldn't work. It was Wednesday. Wednesday and Thursday. I didn't do much at work. My mom was so upset. She couldn't believe for a long time. She said, "Oh, you just telling me lies. You heard some channel, YouTube or whatever, it's fake. It's not possible." I said, "Mom, just turn channel number 1 on your TV." She doesn't have a TV. She doesn't watch TV, but she turned live broadcasting from on internet. She saw that. She started crying. She's half Ukrainian. Her family came from Ukraine. We don't really know from where, but her last name, her maiden name is 100% Ukrainian. Okay. We all lived most of our lives. I was born and raised, and my mom was born and raised in Rostov, 20 miles from the border of Ukraine. Our culture is mixed with the Ukrainian culture. It's interconnected like this, I don't even know how to tell you. It's fused. They're fused with each other. So all people in Rostov, they have some Ukrainian in them because it's cultural thing, And all Ukrainians who live on the other side of the border, they have Russians in them because it's the same thing. We were in denial for the first few days, 2 days. Then on day 3, something sinister started happening in Russia. Something that I was so afraid of, still am. It's breaking my heart, really. For the first time of my life, I saw cancel culture. And I also made a live stream about that, and I named it Seeing Cancel Culture Introduced in Russia. And I was very direct, I was not careful with my words. I was angry and speaking the way things were. I took it down. It's not on, on YouTube any longer, but some of you actually watched it. On day 3, I remember I started seeing a chasm in the society. First it was like a crack, but it quickly started growing. Chasm, People were divided in 2 camps. One camp did not support the actions of Russian military. One camp could not understand what the hell was going on. One camp was asking questions, was thinking, analyzing situation, using heads, Another camp simply went along with what the party said. Plain and simple. And I know people, plenty of people from both camps. And you know what? They're nice people. People who support or who don't support, that's completely different opinions. But they're all nice. They have families, they have kids, they have their loving hearts. I cannot say much bad about people who actually support operation. It's somehow they believe different things than what they're told, and they think that's the truth. Okay? And people in the other camp, they're nice people, families and fathers, mothers, and they have parents, older parents, and loving hearts also, but they ask questions. They don't believe. They're different somehow. What happened on day 3 is the attacks on each other. First, the attacks were small. It was just like Facebook communication. 2 friends someone would say, "Oh, I support whatever," and then another person would say, "Well, I don't," and then the person, "How can't you? What's going on? Are you what? You're not for Russia?" And then things started just like little virtual skirmishes, and then they started growing, and they quickly turned into very aggressive behavior. Folks, I've never seen anything like this. It really breaks my heart. How do I even say, what the heck is that? I just wish you one thing. There are so many countries, people from so many countries watch me these days, and I get messages and comments, emails, tons of emails, and super chats from all over the world. This morning I got a thank you letter from a guy from Outback, Southern Australia, another day from Chile. So people all over the world, it doesn't matter where you are sitting right now. I hope and I wish you never to go through the stuff that we are going through right now here in Russia. It's really, really bad. Okay. So, cancel culture. I call it cancel culture. Perhaps it's something different, but friends started unfriending friends on Facebook. Friends started deleting contacts in cell phones. Friends started denouncing friends publicly. It started kind of small, and again, I clearly saw that starting on day 3, on the 27th of February. Okay, and it wasn't really like not much at first, because all our attention was towards Ukraine, towards the actions, because we didn't really know what was going on except for our government telling us bits and pieces, that's it. But then it became, from a small thing, a real big issue. okay, and country started splitting into. Basically, these camps rose, grew, that's the right word, grew, and they became quite large. Two camps. One camp, I have no names for these camps, right? I don't really know who they are. One camp is people support the actions of Russian Federation in Ukraine. They basically trust the government. They go along with party line, and many people have letter Z of English alphabet on their cars and things like that. I don't really know why they chose letter Z. Really strange. But the other camp is people who ask questions, who disagree, who are either vocal about it or just keeping to themselves. And I am in that camp. I have many questions that have not been answered by anyone. And they cannot be officially answered. I know the answers, we all know the answers, but no one wants to voice them in the government part. Okay, I think I possess knowledge. I get updates from Ukraine because I have friends there, plain and simple. And I have friends in Donbass. I have friends in Kyiv, in Kharkov, in Odessa, everywhere. So I pretty much get fresh information every day. I've been to Ukraine many times. I know how things were there before the 24th of February. I know how things were with Nazis and the militarization and stuff like that. And I'll be honest with you, I'm not buying what I've been hearing about this thing. Okay, I have my own opinion. I've voiced them many times, including this chat. So, country is split in two. And this is a question that I rarely talk about in the streams and never in the videos. I gave an interview to a German media site, and the guy asked me, the interviewer asked me about, how is society feeling? How is society? Is it divided, united? And this is the first time when I answered. I said, listen, I'm really ashamed to say that. Gosh, ashamed. I've never been so ashamed in my life as in the past month, I had never been ashamed pretty much for anything before. So, but now I keep on repeating this word again and again. Anyway, I don't know why people actually support violence in my country. Most of Russians are religious. A lot of Russians are Eastern Orthodox Christians. A lot of Russians are Muslim. And believe it or not, but a lot of Christians who go to church, they actually support this operation. I'm not judging anyone, okay? Far from judging. I'm not here to judge. I'm just telling you what is going on. I am a bystander. I'm just looking at this from aside, and some things amaze me, okay? I don't understand why. I don't understand why. Believe it or not, but some popes, whatchamacallit, pastors in Eastern Orthodox religion, they're called popes. They actually openly supported this operation. Again, I'm not judging, I'm just telling you. So, we are split in two. There's no question about it. The latest news yesterday was a huge concert, not too far away from me. I live, well, not next door, but perhaps 20-minute drive from that place. Luzhniki Olympic Stadium, right in the center of Moscow. There was a huge concert. Vladimir Putin visited the concert himself. He made a speech, and a lot of you probably heard that speech. If you haven't, go and check it out. It's 6 minutes long, and it's translated, well translated in English. I did not understand things he was saying. Well, I understood, but I didn't understand what someone hard to explain. I didn't understand why he was saying what he was saying. Okay, lots of Russian pop stars, like media stars, were they took part in that concert, and they had speeches, actors. I was terrified. I was terrified at the arguments that they were given. Okay, because I don't like those arguments. I don't. This letter Z that I'm seeing more and more is really scaring me. Okay. Now, this is pretty much what has happened with the society. Things have changed since 24th, definitely. There is, now I'm going to tell you a different part of Russian society. Not people against people dividing and everything, but what has been going on with the economy and how our lives have been changed and how our government is changing along with the changes that come from the West, okay? That's a little different angle. So on the 24th, this operation was announced, and we were absolutely shocked. We were hurt. A lot of people were crying, and terrible. But then the West acted swiftly. The West, within a couple of days, they said, okay, you did that, our response is going to be overwhelming. And then it has been. The sanctions that followed Russia, they just hit so hard. It's pretty unbelievable. What I'm going to do right now is I'm going to give you a list of companies who have pulled out of Russia, closed operations, limited operations, or thinking about leaving. Hang on one second. Gosh, we've been hit so hard. Now, listen to this list of companies. Adidas, Asus, Apple, Samsung, Burberry, Carlsberg, Dell, Diageo, Farfetch, Phaser, Hermès, HP, Hewlett-Packard, Canon, H&M, Hermès, Cartier, Chanel, iHerb, Inditex, Bershka, Zara, Pull&Bear, Stradivarius, Oysho, IKEA, Curling, Jisk, Lego, Levi Strauss & Company, Louis Vuitton, Moet Chandon, Dior, Mango, Marks & Spencer, My Theresa, Nike, Pernod Ricard, Swarovski, Hughes, Sephora, Polig, Puma, Valio, BBC One, Cannes Festival, Electronics Arts, Rockstar Games, Megogo, Netflix, Paramount, Sony, Spotify, Warner Brothers, Walt Disney Company, TikTok, Twitch, Coursera, Airbnb, Ableton, Adobe, Photoshop, Premiere, Illustrator, and Lightroom, Autodesk, Booking, Deezer, eBay, eCatalog, Jubal, Nintendo eShop, Paysera, PlayStation Store, Steam, Storytel, Grammarly, Airbus, BMW, Boeing, Dassault, Ford, General Motors, Chevrolet, Nexia, Cadillac, Escalade, Harley-Davidson, Honda, Hyundai, Jaguar, Land Rover, Land Rover, Mazda, Mercedes-Benz, Nissan, Porsche, Renault, Rolls-Royce, Scania, Toyota, Lexus, Volkswagen, Audi, Bentley, Ducati, Lamborghini, Skoda, Volkswagen, and Volvo cars. Visa, MasterCard, American Express, Apple Pay, Google Pay, PayPal, Revolut, Samsung Pay, Swift, Western Union. All kinds of sports organizations have expelled Russia. Basketball, Euroliga, curling, International Curling Association, International Basketball Association, International Boxing Association, International Volleyball Association, Ice Hockey Association, NHL, Adidas, FIFA, UEFA, Formula One, Cisco, Intel, Ericsson, IBM, Microsoft, Nokia, Nvidia, Panasonic, Acronis, OneWeb, Oracle, SAP, Hitachi, Siemens, Accenture, BCG, CMI, CGM, DHL, EPAM Systems, FedEx, Foster and Partners, McKinsey, Mediterranean Shipping Company, Maersk, UPS, Zaha Hadid Architects, BASF, Danone and Henkel. And this is the updated list. Of course, these companies who I need to take a sip of tea, you know. The list is amazing, but what's more amazing is the services that these companies were provided. They were integral part of our lives. It's really hard for me to tell you how this leaving of these companies influences our lives. In my business, where I am in engineering business, okay, we rely on Autodesk. Because all engineers in Russia use software called AutoCAD. One morning we woke up, there's no AutoCAD, okay? Our entire office is run on Microsoft servers, communications, applications, everything, Microsoft, gone. One morning went to make a payment, my telephone payment, Apple Pay, doesn't work. Then, okay, I'll use my MasterCard, Visa and everything. Doesn't work. Works inside Russia if I want to make payments to, for example, I'm running out of, my Zoom needs payment, my Canva account needs payment, my, pretty much everything. All the services that I use online, they require payments. It's past due now because I cannot pay, okay? So, Russian debt has been frozen and it's in Europe and Russia is not getting it back, $500 billion. Then stores started closing. Shipping companies stopped shipping. At this point, we are not getting supplies of anything in Russia and we're just using whatever has been moved here, supplied here, before the 24th, okay? All in all, it's incredibly bad. The prices for things that are becoming in shortage have doubled, tripled, quadrupled, and some things the price have gone 10 times up. Mercedeses used to cost, well, now they cost 10 times more than what they cost 30 days ago. Imagine that. The luxury items, 10 times. Necessity items, twice. Lots of food items have gone up in price twice. Sugar disappeared from Russian stores. No one knows why. Everyone is looking for sugar now. We still have plenty of toilet paper though. Anyway, this is what is going on. If to sum things up, I would say at first it was panic and chaos, and now things are settling a little bit, but it's becoming depression. In 1 month, people are starting feeling it, and they start feeling so down. Small businesses losing money, losing customers. Large businesses losing money, customers, partners, supplies, supply chains are broken, and no one knows what to do. Frantically trying to look for new partners in China, but forget about that for the time being. And now people are not panicking anymore, but they are just so down. Now, that's people. The government. The government was very interesting to watch the reaction of the government when the West announced that it's going to hit Russia back with special economic operation. See, Russia hitting Ukrainian with special military operation. Instead, we are being applied special economic operation by the entire world. And at first few days, all Russian officials were in shock because, as far as I understood, not too many knew about the plans of Vladimir Putin and his friends to actually start this operation. Very few knew. They all learned on the 24th and they were in shock. They kept silence for a few days. So imagine 24th, 25th, 26th, 27th, nothing's going on. And all of a sudden, this huge news about start coming in, visas shutting off Russia, MasterCard, SWIFT, and panic. And one of the top officials in the Russian economy, she gave an interview and she said, we thought it might have happened, but we had never thought it would be this bad. Okay, that's one of the people who run Russian economy. For the next 2 weeks, everyone from the Russian government was down and they didn't know what to do. It was really strange. I understood from their actions that there had been no plan for the government employee actions. Okay, perhaps there was a military plan. I hope there was a military plan, because without plan, bombing another country is kind of crazy, you know. So I think there was a plan, but concerning what military officials do, complete chaos, okay? Then they started making statements on their own, and some of the statements were so ridiculous, I don't even want to repeat them here, okay? Basically, all they were saying is one way or another is, we will show them. They want to leave Russia. We will show them. We will not let back in. They will be asking us on their knees, please let us back into Russia. And we will not. It's kind of stuff like that. You know, it would be funny if it wasn't that sad. Okay? So, let me see the email just in case. Still can hear me and see me. There's no emails from anyone, so far so good. So, about second week, Russian government started emerging with a plan. And I just understood this plan recently, within a couple days, and I am terrified. Because this plan is, you see, the sanctions here already were hit the hardest. All Russia, including the government officials, regular people, were afraid of getting shut off SWIFT. It happened. MasterCard and Visa leaving, it's impossible to even imagine what's going to happen if they leave, because they do all kinds of financial processing here in Russia. They left. All supplies stopped. Russian debt had been frozen. Like all activities of Russia on international markets were frozen. Russian companies' shares were delisted. The worst happened. Nothing worse can happen. I mean, The worst has happened, okay? But we all realized that we're not dead. We're still living. We're still breathing. We're still, eating, drinking tea. And I think Russian government was afraid very much that once these huge things would hit Russia, that Russian people would be very, very angry about it. And who knows what would happen. But then time has passed and nothing has happened. And I think Russian government officials started kind of feeling power back again. And they started making a plan for this new situation. We're human beings. We're adapt to everything, right? We started adapting to this new normal, new life in Russia. I can't even call it Russia because Russia I knew stopped on the 24th of February. This is a new country. I call it Russian Union or something. But people started adopting to this situation on a very basic level, buying more supplies, buying, stockpiling food to prevent, shortages and stuff like that. The government has come out with a plan. It started putting so much information on Russian citizens. I wish I could say information of a questionable origin, okay? But unfortunately, I cannot say that. Just leave it at that, information. And Russian people started buying this information. They started falling for it. And more people, remember I told you about 2 camps, more and more people started joining the camp of people who support. Nice people again, very nice hearts, families, kids, people who have families, who have kids, loving hearts, who have parents, who've done many great things in life, okay? They believe in it and they fall in for it. And another thing that started happening is that I think the Russian government wants a new state here in Russia, and it wants to build a new state. What they started doing is they introduced traitors list. So never after Soviet Union fell down, I heard the word traitor. Okay, who's a traitor? Probably the only person who's on the very inside of military intel, who knows all the secrets, and he sells the secrets to the enemy. That's a traitor in my eyes, okay? That's what I think. But it turns out to be that nowadays, traitor is a person who doesn't like, does not support, or is against military operation in Ukraine. How do I know? Well, there's a traitor list. It's created by, I call it the Committee of Concerned Citizens. Literally, it's this committee is called National Interest Defense Committee. And they basically put out a list of traitors and enemies of the state, enemies of Russia. Enemies marked red, traitors marked yellow. Traitors, many famous people who have publicly denounced actions of Russia in Ukraine, publicly asked for peace, and publicly disagreed with the government, especially when we didn't have this law introduced that regulates all we say, that for some things, if we contradict whatever the government says, we can go to prison. This existence of this law is craziness by itself, okay? But before that law existed, everyone felt free to say whatever they wanted, right? Hey, if I don't like this, I don't like this. If I think this is not the operation but something else, I say that. What's the big deal? It's a free country. Well, in a few days, a law was introduced that if said something like that, then up to 15 years in prison, okay? So, the traitor list appeared, it turns out to be on March 1st, Okay, initially it had 22 people on the list, enemies and traitors. And if you go to that list, it's publicly available, it's online. It's called inagenti.ru. If you go and you click on a picture of a person, you get that person's personal information. You know, Russian government is so a show off for keeping personal information of Russian citizens private. And, you know, it even created a law that regulates that. But this thing is on internet since March 1st, and Rospotrebnadzor, the regulator, has not banned it. It's banned Facebook, it's banned Instagram, it's banned Medusa, it's banned all independent news outlets, but it has not banned and blocked this list of traitors and enemies. Okay, that tells you a lot. Now, initially there were 22 people, now it's grown to, I think, over 100. And Vladimir Putin a few days ago said that, I can't quote, but it's very close to what he said. He said this situation is helping to purify Russia. Purify of people, some people, okay? What he meant by that, I don't know. I have heard the rumors that some people who publicly disagree with the opinion of Russian government, they wake up and there are letters, like letter Z is painted on their door, okay? That's pretty scary stuff. Wow. You know, do you understand where I'm getting at? Okay. Dmitry Peskov, the spokesperson of Russian president, he confirmed Putin's words by saying that something like, well, you know, this situation is showing us what's going on, what's what, and, you know, it's helping us to identify people as something like that need to be cleared out. By clearing out, he said, well, perhaps they lose their jobs, they go leave abroad, they leave Russia permanently, things like that. My country is changing in front of my eyes. And the change is scary, it scares me. A lot of people are welcoming it. I am not. I liked Russia that I lived before 24th of February. It had problems, it was far from perfect, but it was the country that I liked. This one that is evolving in front of my eyes is scary. And the last thing I want to tell you is regular people, families, you know, are facing two problems right now. First problem is our economy is imploding. All those sanctions that have been imposed onto Russia, they're very effective. They're working. And the Russian economy is imploding. And industries, not just companies, but the entire industries are imploding. My industry, power facility construction, basically we construct power stations that generate electricity, imploding. We don't know what to do. Our partners are Siemens. Sometimes we work, in some instances we worked with General Electric. Technology-wise, we worked with all kinds of companies. They're all foreign, and they are no more our partners. All our clients have paused their operations, their projects. They cannot get any more financing from the banks. Banks cannot get any help from a central bank. It's not chaos yet, but it's just first waves of a huge tidal wave that is coming, okay? The sanctions have hit us and are staying, But the economic tsunami is still coming. It's still coming. It started hitting our shores, but it hasn't hit hard. My prediction, couple months. In a couple months, we'll be hit so hard. Whew. And a lot of Russians realize that. A lot don't, believe it or not, but many people are saying, hey, what's the big deal? McDonald's left, we'll replace it with something else. They're saying Visa and MasterCard left, oh, no big deal. We have our own card, it's called payment system, it's called Mir, the world. We lost Western partners, there's Chinese partners, right across the borders, things like that. I don't understand how people can be so uneducated, oblivious. What's the right word? Ignorant, okay? Well, they're gonna learn the hard way pretty soon. I'm not gonna say anything. I don't say anything to them. If I hear opinion like that, I say, oh, that's good, let's replace McDonald's, whatever. I just keep silent because they're gonna learn in a very hard way. But many people understand. People who are in real business, people who are, have analytical skills just a little bit, had a little bit of brain inside their head, they know what's going on. They know what's coming and all afraid. And the second problem is psychological. Not one single person, even people who support this thing, they have been touched. They have been hurt. They have, because they are absolutely are sure that nothing is going on to regular Ukrainians, just the bad guys. We're after the bad guys, okay? And they also understand, it's been officially announced that we have lost 500 soldiers, 498. That was 3 weeks ago. Even if we think, suppose that we lose that same amount every week, that's almost 2,000 people. Okay, officially it's 498, but everyone asking questions, why aren't they telling us anything else, Why aren't we taking Ukrainian cities, Kiev and Kharkov? Why aren't we finishing this operation? Why? It's supposed to be quick, right? I mean, why it hasn't over yet? Even the ones who support, they still ask questions. They still not feeling easy. They're still human beings. They still have hearts, okay? They still have loving hearts. Everyone feeling down. Everyone's depressed. Everyone's in bad mood. A lot of people on internet making bad comments, and they're saying something like, well, you're depressed, you're in bad mood, your economy is suffering, the companies are leaving, but at least you still have peaceful sky above your head. Yes, that's true. I'm not even going there. Not gonna go to argue with anyone with opinion like that. That's absolutely true, and Ukrainians are having it much worse than we do. That's a completely different story. What is going on with Ukraine? In Ukraine right now, tragedy of cosmic proportions. And Russia is the country who's causing this tragedy, okay? Russia can explain, however, going after Nazis, trying to demilitarize, whatever, but regular Ukrainians suffer. And after this operation is done, we're just gonna learn the truth. That's pretty much it. So Russians are feeling bad, and the entire world has united against Russia behind Ukraine. I know that. It's very obvious. And actually, it's obvious to me, but many Russians don't know that, because there's nothing in the Russian news about it whatsoever, and they just don't know how to speak English, don't watch anything except for the Russian news. But I guess that's their problem. They're gonna be responsible for that, okay? It's everyone's personal choice of whether to be informed or misinformed. But the consequences will be the same for everyone. So Russians are depressed and not feeling well. But one thing is so strange for me to see is people start adopting to this new reality, okay? Like I said before, we're still living. We haven't died. We still eat. We still sleep. We still breathe air. Even go to watch movies. Although there are no Western movies, like all the companies pulled out their movies from Russian movie theaters. It's literally everything. Netflix pulled out. We cannot pay for any service, and if we could, I tried to stream with help of Streamlab software today. This stream, no such luck. Streamlab doesn't want to do anything with Russians. Okay. So people start adopting, downgrading their lives, downshifting, so to speak, saving money, not going to restaurants, but I see shopping malls not empty. People go out and buy stuff, and yes, prices have, like I said, doubled, tripled, quadrupled, but Russians still go out there and buy stuff. Basically, we have become much poorer than we were 1 month ago. Our exchange rate to American dollar have doubled. Used to be 70 plus rubles, now it's 100. Used to be 130, almost double. It's really difficult to do banking operations because there are a lot of limitations concerning the foreign currency. We cannot get foreign currency, like as soon as we get it into our bank account, we have to sell it to the government. They call it converted into rubles, and we cannot pay any foreign currency outside to the outside world. But in general, just couple hours ago, we went to a shopping mall. I filmed a movie about what companies left and what shops are closed. And let me tell you, people are not well, and it can be felt in the air. It can be like such a heavy feeling. And they are adapting. It's like life goes on, and they're trying to live day by day. And this is really heavy feeling, very strange feeling, but this is what we have. And that's pretty much tells me, this is what I want to tell you about Russia, how Russia has gone through this 30 years. Sorry, speaking too much, 30 days, of course. And how we have gone through stages. First stage was terror, absolute terror, hurt, pain, tears. Second stage was anger, and now we're getting used to it. Okay, it's becoming old news. Well, not old news, not the biggest news, not the freshest news, And I think it's very unfortunate because we need to be aware as much as we can. I will still be doing streams daily. I am not going to quit. I am showing up every day. I will show up. So you can count on me being here. And if you want to learn more about Russia, what's going on inside Russia at any given time, you come here at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and I'll be here. When this operation ends, I'll probably reduce number of streams because it's really, really physically difficult. I want to sleep all the time, okay? But I think what I'm doing is much more important. Couple more things. A small thing. I made a couple of videos on McDonald's, leaving Russia and closing all stores. And some people saying, oh, bloggers report that some McDonald's are open. Yes, there are about 100 open in Russia right now for two reasons. First reason is trying to sell the stocked food, the stockpiled food that they had. And the second reason is some McDonald's restaurants have been hijacked by the owners, franchise owners, and they're open right now. It's breach of contract. They're not McDonald's anymore. They might as well change their name into Shawarmonox or Rusonox or something like that, and keep on working. But that's not McDonald's. What they keep in their signs, McDonald's, and they're selling copyright products, completely illegal, okay? By the way, in tomorrow's stream, I will tell you how illegal in the past has become illegal in Russia. The pirate software was to be illegal. You could land in prison yourself for using pirate software. Now they're thinking of making it legal again and things like that. So, and the last thing I want to tell you, the chat and see in the comments. Okay. Looks like I'm buffering a little bit. Not much. A little break. I'll see what's going on with the connection here. Hope this is gonna be better and not buffering much. Oops. Okay, the very last thing is Russian bloggers have come out of hiding and started making videos again. Russian English-speaking bloggers now, I think that for the first time in 3+ weeks, they start showing activity. The only person who was active was, well, Sergey Baklakov. He did streams. Respect for the streams. You know, he has a different opinion from mine, but I am still a believer that people can have different opinions. Okay, so I will never go after people for having. Seems like it was a nice stream, and it seems funny as soon as I am about to turn on the chat in the live stream, the connection starts having problems. Internet has been acting up here in Russia in the last few days. There are wild rumors that they're gonna shut everything down. I hope not, but you know, I'm so sick of worrying, then I start caring less and less at this point. Something happens, you know, we'll deal with that. But anyway, Dari Steppe has left Russia and looks like for good, at least from what she posted in her community section. Looking forward to hearing from her. I like the girl very much. Like I said, she made a very emotional, very strong post in the community section when that thing all started. My heart goes to her, respect. And Ellie from Russia is awesome too. She hasn't been quiet, let's put it this way. So all other Russian bloggers, little by little, start coming out of retirement, so to speak. That's good. That's good. You will hear more opinions on what's going on in Russia. I won't be the only one. Well, my friends, still such an amazing number. 3,100 watching me right now. 2-3 months ago, just 100 people was great. You know, old record, all high record. You know. Now over 3,000. That's just pretty amazing. Live stream, and my mods are here, and please keep this stream, keep this chat very clean, because like I said many times before, I'm not in the safest place right now, and I watch what I say, and by commenting certain things you put me into more danger. Please don't do that. I have asked my mods to run virtual gulag, so I personally don't go into real one. There you go. Now we have a live stream chat, and I will be very happy to actually answer the comments, see the comments, and let's interact a little bit. Hello, Virtual Gulag. Yes. Should rename the channel, Virtual Gulag. Please don't get upset. It's a necessity, okay? Also, I mean, I know that there are so many people out there on the other side, but still, when I see comments coming in the live stream, it's much better. It's like I'm among human beings, you know, sort of energy coming my way. Let me tell me. I've left quite some time, about 40 minutes, for you to answer me questions. Please put them in caps if you want me to notice. Super chats are very welcome. Thank you so much. Voice Bootcamp Incorporated, $50. Can see the pain on your face watching your video live from my office for the past 1 hour. Wish you all the best and hope future. My friend, thank you so much. It's not the first super chat from you. There's so much pain inside of me, you don't even understand. My face, I'm trying to be strong, okay? I'm trying not to show emotions on my face. I have entire family, they're already sleeping right now and in the bedroom. I'm trying to stay strong for them so they don't see a weak person, scared person, okay, afraid person, whatever. If they see that, they cannot be, it's not good, you know. I must be strong. I must project confidence. I must project the feeling that I know what to do. So inside it's much worse. Thank you for $50. Great super chat and great words of support. $4 from Lycos, $5. Thank you for streaming. Hope you can tell people in Russia that most Americans don't hate Russian people. We just want peace. I keep telling that. Thank you for money. Appreciate it, but your words are even better. Thank you for asking me say that, but I keep on telling everyone, and a lot of people know it's not against people, you know. Our government's just pieces of quite something, you know. $10 from Auro Astra. Your messages are important. I'm trying to get others here, US and other YouTubers, to watch. Thank you so much. Money, again, in these very trying times, money is welcomed and appreciated. And words are even better. If you try to spread my word, I'd really appreciate it. Thank you. Suspect of super chats. Thank you so much. Hello again from Canada, Mr. Popular. I'm not Mr. Popular. I'm just, I don't know. You know, every morning my wife wakes up, and tomorrow is Sunday. She's gonna wake up and she asks me, how was super stream, live stream? And I'm telling her, look, it was great, and I keep telling her that you calling me Mr. Popular, and we're laughing about that. Thanks for the daily streams. It's good for the world to know the opinions of good Russian people. Peace be with you. Thank you. Thank you so much. €5 from Robert Chesney. That's France, right? What do Russians do to preserve their wealth? Cheers from France. Great question. I will answer a little bit later. I'm making a note. Exploring with Azunas. Thank you for keeping the streams going strong. Are you able to live stream outside, or rather not cause concern? I was not, well, I did go out to the center of Moscow to scout things, locations, and you know what? So many arrests. So dangerous. They're arresting anyone who's in certain places with camera or telephone and like all over center of Moscow. So I decided to stay inside, not to put myself into more risk. $5 from Raid Broussard. You're much appreciated. Praying for peace from Louisiana. We love you. Thank you so much. Please have some gumbo for me. Dale Warren, wishing you and your family safety and peace. Thank you. Thank you, Dale. Thank you. Much appreciated. Michaela Konstantinidis. 249 Czech kronas. No message. Thank you. Thank you so much. Much appreciated. €100 from Jen Watchton. Remember Monty Python's always look on the bright side of life. Thank you for what you're doing. Stay strong. Thank you so much. Trying to look onto the bright side, but let me tell you, I'm an optimist in life. The bright side in the past 30 days. Perhaps in the future, but the only fun things that we have done was I took my wife on a date to a Texan brisket place last Sunday. It was a great time. Couple more times, couple hours here and there like that. Playing with Michael is great with my son. And tomorrow I'm trying to take Natasha out once more and live stream. It's still in the works. We don't know, but hopefully it'll work out. Again, thank you for 100 euros. Thank you. Renee Dressler, 10 euros. No message, but a cute super sticker. Thank you so much. Jumping up and down. That's what I would be doing if not for this situation, Richard Ward, $10. Stay strong, brother. Thank you so much. Much appreciated. 20 Canadian dollars from Ken Rotley. Thoughts of peace from Halifax, Nova Scotia, Canada. I used to live in Maine for 9 years, and we used to have a boat going from Portland, Maine to Halifax. It was called the Nova Scotia. Never took one, and this is I regret right now. Edvinas Reikalas, 20 euro. Greetings from Lithuania. Hope that one day we will know each other better and everything will be normal. And we all will work and focus towards prosperity and things that are important for common people of our nations. Edvinas, thank you for super chat. Thank you for the money. But listen to this. I think that we have screwed up majorly. I think that we are back to point zero. We are back to 1991. Okay? We had so many hopes that day, that time when Soviet Union broke up. We thought everything's gonna be different now. We're gonna be prosperous. We're gonna be friends with each other. We're gonna live with each other, work, together. There's gonna be peace. There's no threat, no enemies anymore. And now we are back into that step number one. I don't know, point zero. What the hell happened? Thank you for your words. I hope so too, but I feel like we in Russia have taken the wrong turn somewhere, big time. And I don't know what to do. I don't know how to come out of it. I see that the country is split in two. And I'm thinking, how the hell are we gonna get united inside of Russia first? And then we're gonna show our unity to the world and work together and stuff like that. My friend, I have relatives. My mom on my dad's distant relatives. I've been there, I visited in a place, wish everything is normal and we can have a beer together, you know. I just don't know when and how. $25 Catalpa Rescue. Wishing you the best from Texas. Oh, Texas, Texas, $25. Texas, Texas, Texas. One of my most favorite places. Everything is bigger and better in Texas, you know. $20 from Sean Wright. Hey, Sean. Good to see you. Hey, boss. Still praying for you and your family. Stay well and safe. Being in the aviation industry, I can see some of the hardship the situation is causing everyone. Thing is, it's just, I'm not even talking about Ukrainian people. It's not hardship they're going through. It's a tragedy. It's a life-changing, country-changing tragedy, okay? So I'm just leaving them out of this whole thing, above us all. But what hardship, huge hardship. And, you know, it's not just us. I mean, all these companies who left Russia, they're going to lose money. They have shareholders, they have, you know, workers all over the world. They're going to cut costs. And this is hardship unto everyone because the sanctions, they work both ways. And I just don't know why we did this to ourselves and to you. The only people who are going to benefit is the ones who manufacture missiles. Michael Mellon, 200 Swedish krona. When everything gets better, I travel from Sweden. We can take a coffee or beer together. Let's take schnapps. If you come and see me in Moscow, we'll have schnapps. I promise you that. Swanky Dog, $5. You are a good man taking care of the family. I'm trying. That's really keeping me sane, my responsibilities. Otherwise, I'd lose it, you know. Randy, bro, $20 with no message. Thank you, Randy. Very much appreciated. Suzanne S., the usual. Thank you, Suzanne. Thanks for being you. Suzanne, I'm trying. I'm trying not to lose myself. $5 from Lana Monique. Hello from Boston. Lana, please have some Boston chowder for me. I had hang on, I'll show you something. I have a couple cans of chowder from Pinball sent me by mail. Oh, I cannot show you because my wife took them away somewhere and hid them. Hopefully she hasn't eaten them. $25 from Stitcher 47. Hang in there from Texas. Thank you so much. I'm trying to hang in there. It's becoming more and more difficult to hang in there, to hang in here. There was a good question from France, how people are trying to keep their wealth, save their wealth. Prices have gone up as much as 10 times. I know for sure because I stopped by a Mercedes dealer. A car used to cost like 6 million rubles. Now it's costing like 49. Okay, that's like 9 times, almost 10 times. And prices on everything have gone up. $1 used to cost 70 rubles. Now it's costing 110 rubles if you go to a bank. But the thing is, banks won't sell you because they don't have any dollars. And if you go into black market, and black market appeared a couple of weeks ago, people started dealing and willing, if you know what I mean, okay? And if you go to find a person who does things, then the dollar is going to cost you up to 200 rubles, okay? So it's 3 times. Sometimes you can find at 140, 150. Sometimes they sell it at 200. So Russians are friendly. It was mentioned PayPal resumed in Russia. Do you have an account to post? Yarn Prepper. Hang on. That's an interesting. Opened in Russia. Let me post my link to my account right here. And any one of you, would you please try to send me like $1 on PayPal? See if it goes. See if it goes through. Hang on. Answering that question about how Russians are trying to keep their wealth, everyone is trying to invent bicycle. We don't know what to do. We don't know how to. If you have enough money, you can buy an apartment or a house or land, like asset. But you know what? It's not a fact that assets will not go down in price in over time. You know. Hang on. I am sending you my PayPal, and if you could please try to put 1 ruble, $1 into my PayPal, you know, see what happens. $10 from Halsand. May God, Lord, bless and keep you and your family safe. Amen. I hope you join me in prayer at the end of the stream. I'm gonna stream for 30 more minutes and gonna make it 2 hours. Donna Steely, welcome to Inside Russia level. Welcome, new sponsor. Wow, $40 from Michael Sprinkle. Sprinkle, right? Sorry. This time I got it right. Sprinkle. Fruit of the Spirit resonated with us. Thoughts and prayers from Ohio. Thank you so much, Michael. By the way, did you know that Michael is the best name in the world? I also have Michael. He's 5 years old. Let me tell you a story about Michael, how we named Michael. Natasha got pregnant. We both are not young parents, okay? We got our kid Michael when we were over 40, and we're deciding on a name for 6 months, and we couldn't pick the one that we all liked. And Natasha went to the hospital to actually, you know, so Michael can be born, could be born, and then we still didn't have the name. And I think he was born and still didn't have the name. And I think we came up with, I think it was Roman, and someone didn't like it. Oля, Dasha were against. My mom didn't like it, and I got so upset. I said, you know what? Okay, now you all listen to me. This is my son, and I'm gonna name him the way I want. And you know what? You have no say in it. This is just me, and I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna name him Michael, period. And everyone just kept their mouths shut, and they looked at me, my mom, my dad, my wife, and they're like, okay. And Michael. I tried to send on PayPal, told me it's not allowed right now. Sheena Shear, thank you so much. It's exactly, it would be huge news if PayPal opened for Russia. But the thing is, why would it close in the first place? There's no reason for it to reopen. The fighting is still going on, the peace has not been resolved, or, you know, nothing like that. So, that. Yeah. So many great words besides super chats, you know. Hello from Oklahoma, much love from Chicago. Do you have a garden, Heidi? Hi there. All of you who sent me messages through different platforms and messages in emails, I have not had a chance to go over them. I've been pretty busy. I saw a message from Heidi. Do we have a garden? Well, a very small one. In Rostov we have a large house, but a small piece of land. And we have a huge walnut tree in the middle of it. We have sour cherry tree, mulberry tree, and apricot tree. That's it. So it's not like real garden, it's just a few fruit trees. There's a $10 super chat from Martino Berto. Sounds like, it looks like you're in Italy. $10. Or perhaps you're Italian origin from the United States. Thank you so much. Much appreciated. No message. You know, super chats are very much appreciated now. I saw a $1 super chat just a few seconds ago. There you go. From RC, thank you. Every single dollar counts now. Even $1 is fantastic because my company is still undecided in terms of its future. We don't know what's going on. We don't know what's going to happen in the future. We are still getting paid, and the payday is on the 25th, and I expect to get paid with another paycheck. We will see if YouTube pays me. I have a small amount, literally small, from month of February. Not that huge, you know. I hope it comes because it would be a great help, and that would give me hope to get much bigger amount because I've been getting so many super chats lately from you guys, which I thank you so much, you know, very much appreciated. But that's gonna be the 21st of April. We'll see what happens then. Stay strong, Konstantin. You're always welcome to return to the US. Thank you so much, B. Dickinson. Words like that really help me spiritually and mentally. Kind of give me strength, you know. Shalom, 698 SGD. Shalom Leolom, and I thank you so much. Praying for you and your family, praying for peace in the region. Thank you, my friend. Me too. Constantly praying for both my family and peace in the region. Being Hope, $20. You're cared about. Sending love and peace from Georgia, USA. Looks like I'm having Georgia on my mind today. Thank you so much. Thank you. Very much appreciated. Great words too. From Sweden, Douglas Mirth. Konstantin, your analysis regarding politics and economics are really on the point. Thank you for doing this streams and giving us the narrative from the inside. Keep it up. Douglas, thank you, but you know what? I was so wrong with this Russian moving to Ukraine thing, you know. I am so ashamed of that. I guess I misinformed a lot of people. I didn't trust. From now on, I trust the Western intel 100% always, because the intel was right. They had been saying all along, over and over again, Russia will strike. Russia will strike. Come on, Russia will not strike because it's not in the interest of Russia. we have nothing to gain if we strike, and we have everything to lose, and that's true, and that Russia hasn't gained anything, but it's lost everything, okay? But I guess the voice of reason just doesn't work here anymore. Still yet to understand why Russia did that. Random Bigfoot adventures, $20. Maybe someday we can go out on a Bigfoot adventure. I would love to. I would really, 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 really love to go together on a Bigfoot adventure. Even not seeing the Bigfoot there, you know, just going on an adventure would be good enough. Scott, your family will remain in my prayers, Constantine. Thank you. Much love from your adopted home state of Maine. Lobster. Scott, so many good memories. I can't say I had the best years of my life in Maine, because I try not to say that. Because I'm having all my life has been best minutes, you know, but this very special part in my life was a fantastic state. The way life should be, plain and simple. And that's true. Mama Bear, from those walnuts, you can grind them down and have walnut flour to make bread. We usually eat them. You know, we don't grind them down, but just eat them. If worst comes to worst, I'm sure I'm gonna follow your advice, you know. Linus, I saw video with burger. I hope you enjoy. Is that McDonald's burger? The Big Mac? The dude with Psalm 409. What is the most beautiful place you've ever been in Russia? Hang on. Hero Globe, have you been to Spain? I have been to Spain. Spain is awesome. Madrid, I love the city. A little hot, but that's okay, you know. So what are the most beautiful places I've been in Russia? The most beautiful place, Crimea. See, there's a question. I used to think it's Russian. I don't know what I think anymore. But it's de facto is controlled by Russia and managed by Russia, so it's considered Russia in these parts of the woods. But most beautiful place I've been in Russia is Crimea. My father was born there. I went to Crimea on different parts, at different ages of my life. First time I was 6 years old. No, 3 years old. I just don't remember. I still have pictures. But then 6 years old, 9 years old, and so forth, you know. Hands down, the most beautiful place in Russia for me. Sochi region, Caucasus, it's not bad either. A little different, but also very beautiful. But Crimea is number one. Constantine, 10 francs, but from a Polish person. Stay strong. Maximilian, thank you. And every time I get good word, a prayer, good wish, comment, or super chat, it double touches my heart because it's from Polish person. We've had pretty bad history, and you know, if I have something good coming from a Polish person to me, that really means like twice as much. Thank you so much. Mark Smith, 200 Swedish krona. Thank you for being on the right side of Russia's future, which you will influence. All the best from Sweden. Mark, I hope so. I hope so. I'm not so sure anymore, but I'm trying. I'm showing up. At least this is what I'm doing. I'm showing up and I am here. Charlie Green Banana 2000. Love the name. It's pretty cool. $5. Wish you the best from Oregon, USA. You know, I was talking to my wife Natasha this today and discussing the geography of chats, not super chats, but the people in chats is absolutely amazing. Chile, Australia, Outback, somewhere in the middle of nowhere in Australia, a person had internet and he was just watching my stream. Scandinavian countries, Norway, Sweden, Finland, all over Europe, you know, the United States, Canada, Mexico. Hasn't been one Chinese person. And this is for a good reason, you know. Japan, Philippines, fantastic, you know. It's so great to have you all here. Bless you from San Francisco. Thank you so much. Taigigol, $5. Thank you so much. Old Orchard Beach, Maine. That's where I am from. Well, I lived there. I worked there all 8+ years. Old Orchard Beach. I started working there, still was going to school. Edmund Lively, love you, brother. Thank you for sharing. Thank you, Edmund. Thank you for the words and thanks for the money. You know, I've got so many super chats lately. The streams are amazing. Thank you very much again. And they're not just super chats, you know, they're just confidence. This gives me financial confidence that if I'm cut off my usual in the next few months. So thank you so much. Darby Britt, our heart with you, your family, and all those suffering in your nation during the sanctions. What brand of tea do you drink? Darby, I have Russian tea right now. That's not so good. That English breakfast, I forgot the brand. Anyway, it's made either in Russia or specifically for Russia. I was sent a present from the USA, good tea called Teizo. I liked it very much. From Kimberly from Los Angeles, and then she moved to Nevada. And Julie F sent me 3 packages of tea. I don't know, it's like very uniquely brand, boutique brand. Just finished all the tea she sent me, and I'm still drinking Russian tea. Nothing else we can buy anymore. Darby Britt, our hearts are with you, your family. Oh, it's already second time. Thank you so much. Ricky Cade, $10. I had a dream last night that there was a spiritual warfare aspect to the situation. I woke up, I committed to pray nightly to ask God to move the hearts of people in power to end the violence. Please join my prayer in 10 minutes. This is what I pray every night, and there is a spiritual fight, some kind of a spiritual fight going on. Susan Hadley, $10. If you decide to return to Maine or another country, please let the followers know. Restart your video chat. We'll meet you in Maine for Lobster Festival. Buy you dinner and pitcher of beer. Thank you so much. Susan, if I'm ever in Maine, if we meet, I will buy you a lobster dinner and a pitcher of beer. How about that? It's so sick to worry about job. Guys, this is so embarrassing. I've never worried about job in my life once because I've been pretty successful. I have always helped people. I have always given money away. And I'm thinking, what if I lose my job now? What am I gonna do? Because there aren't any jobs. Economy is imploding. There'll be hundreds of thousands of people unemployed on the streets. Already are. McDonald's alone just is going to fire 62,000 people, throw them on the street in 2 months. They're already fired, they're getting paid for 2 more months. It's very embarrassing. Colin Jacobs, 20 Australian dollars. Love and best wishes from Melbourne, Australia. Pray for peace. Your stream shows me how important relations between regular people are cut through an awful politics. Thank you, Colin. Thank you so much. Much appreciated. The words, the wishes, and the money. $10. Jennifer, thank you for doing this. So much effort is put into dividing people. We forgot too easily how alike we are, especially in certain situations. Love and prayers from America. Be safe and take care. Thank you, Jennifer. One thing, very, very spot on. It's incredible how easy to destroy everything. You can build your country for so long, for years, for decades, but you can destroy it in weeks. And I see that everything is being destroyed right now in days and weeks. Okay, this is just so incredibly difficult. Ultra Sassy Becca, the usual suspect of super chats, $10. Someday I will shake your hand, drink a hard drink, and discuss everything that has happened. I truly vow to spend the rest of my years trying to bring our cultures close together. Thank you so much. I have to. Clementine, $20 to human kindness. Is it human kindness? I didn't get it. Is it to me, or is it generally to human kindness? Well, thank you anyway. Thank you for the message, and thank you for the money. $20 from David McCann. Best of luck. God bless you and your family. Thank you, David. I really liked this format because yesterday was a stream. I got so many super chats, but I had very little time to deliver the message, and today I feel so much better by actually having completed what I wanted to tell you in the first hour. Okay, and then super chats are always welcome. Thank you. Winkle Blink, hang in there. Walnut Creek, California loves you. Thank you so much. $20 Canadians. No message from Jacques Blin. Are you French Canadian? You've been to Old Orchard Beach, Maine? Probably have, or heard of it. A lot of French Canadians take rest there, vacations. Bain Hope, I love started trying to read comments. Yeah, it's pretty cool. I think we should do that every single stream. I should shut off the super chat or chat, live stream chat for about 20 minutes, perhaps 30 minutes, and then turn it on. Let's try to do something like that. Pinball is busy, I'm sure. Well, he's getting ready for his own stream. It's in 3 hours. I'm gonna stay up. It's midnight right now, but I'm gonna stay up because I'm so used to staying up until 3 and 4 in the morning. Then I'm gonna stay and be in his stream because I love pinball streams. It's just It's too bad they're too early in the morning, you know. Have a good day, Constantine. My dad and mom meet each other in Soviet Union. Wow, wow, great. That's so funny. 3 minutes left. You guys are great. You keep on reminding. Minutes left. 2.5 minutes left. Ultra Sassy back. I support the idea of no live chat in the first 30 minutes or so, opening the chat after fully gets his message out. Yeah. Yes. Again, super chats are so welcome. Please don't misunderstand and don't underestimate the importance of money right now. But the message first. It's not about the money. The message first, okay? I gotta get the message because that's what it's all about. It's not for the money. Although money is number two, it's great. But the message is first. So you come here for the message. No tacos, no life. We have many Silicon Valley people on here. You mean in the chat? Or if there are Silicon people, do not shut off monetization of YouTube, please, for the Russian users, Russian creators. And somehow leave us something so we can get paid, something like PayPal. Because you're not hurting, by cutting off PayPal, you're not hurting the Russian government, you're hurting us. Regular people, help us. Help us, okay? Have faith in us. Don't give up on us. But please do not freaking hurt us, okay? I hope this message is heard by Silicon Valley people. $145 left, okay? Mike James, favorite Ukrainian food? Everything. I love Ukrainian food. Borscht, probably number one. Fried potatoes, anything. Vareniki, you know, you name it. Just have no right to eat Ukrainian food and enjoy anymore, you know. Lorna, the mods, Jim K had a message I read that, well, it's okay, I'll answer. So much, this is the last question I answer. There's so much going on in my head in the past 3 weeks, 4 weeks. So many decisions to make, so many things to consider, okay? So many plans, plan A, plan B, plan C, so many unknown. It's not easy, okay? And there are certain circumstances. Just read between the lines, okay? Another $10 from Sandra Cloutier. Thank you for praying from your heart. You speak for many of us. Love from Connecticut. Thank you, Sandra. Thank you so much. And how many people, by the way? 2,000 people. Wow, that's 1,200 people left. 2,000 are here. That's still more than fantastic number. And I know that many Christian here, and please join me in prayer. I know many. I've been telling you something important for the past hour and a half, okay? Do me a favor, you know, pay me. Please join me in prayer. It's not going to cost you any money, just a few minutes, and just repeat from what I say. And I guarantee you, even if you don't believe in God, He will listen. If you're Muslim or Hebrew or, you know, Buddhist, please join me, because my prayers religious, they're from my heart, okay? And our hearts are absolutely same. They beat every second, they bleed, and they're big. So please join me for the prayer from my heart. Every prayer, I rarely prepare for the prayers, okay? I mostly always just speak up what I feel and how I feel. So, dear Lord, please help us. Please bring us peace. This is my request, number one, the biggest one and the most important one. Thank you so much for putting food on our tables, for putting shelter, roofs above our heads, for keeping us warm, for surrounding us with children, grandchildren, joy, happiness, their smiles. Thank you for that. Thank you for staying with us, being with us, by our side in all situations. I want to ask you to bring peace to Ukraine, to bring peace to Russia, to have this fighting stop. I'm asking you to put sense into the heads of people who make decisions to stop or continue war. And I am asking you to put love into their hearts and fill their hearts with love, so they can use their heads and their hearts to stop this bloodshed. I'm asking for all people of Ukraine, please, peace. Send them, have their prayers answered. I would like to join all the prayers of all Ukrainians who are asking you for peace, for to put harm out of their way. Please do that. I'm asking you to send angels, and send one angel to every single person who's in Ukraine. Soldier, civilian, man, woman, child, doesn't matter, everyone. To Russian soldiers, to Ukrainian soldiers, to civilians. Just keep everyone safe. Please send angels with very sharp swords to fight demons, and send demons who have hijacked my country to where they belong, to hell. Have angels run my country, not demons. Have angels show mercy on us. Have angels show your glory and your kindness and your love unto all Russians and Ukrainians. Have Russia shine and show remorse, love, and righteousness to all the neighbors and all people in the world. Please help everyone who is in this stream, praying or not praying, just watching or watched. Please have their prayers, wishes answered. Help them. Please help everyone in this world. And we just need your love and we need your help. Thank you, dear God. Amen. Thank you very much, my dear friends. It's been a very good Saturday night live stream. I feel really good about it. Thank you for joining, and I will see you tomorrow. The plan for tomorrow is possibly 2 lives. I will give you more news, detailed news on what has happened yesterday, today, and what will happen tomorrow. There are some decent news I want to share with you, hopeful news, and possibly we'll go out with Natasha and Michael, and I'll stream from probably a restaurant. We've decided to take 2 hours, at least 2 hours every week, to unplug, forget about all that bad stuff, and try to be happy, okay? And I want to share that time with you. So possibly, cannot promise you around around morning Eastern Standard Time, perhaps 10, something like that. And definitely stream at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time about the update on what's going on in Russia. Again, thank you so much. You're awesome and you rock, and I'll see you soon.